ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਜੈਸੇ ਜਲ ਤੇ ਬੁੱਧ ਬੁੱਧਾ ਉਪਜੈ ਬਿਨਸੈ ਨੀਤ। ਜਗ ਰਚਨਾ ਤੈਸੇ ਰਚੀ ਕਹੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਨ ਮੀਤ। ਜੈਸੇ ਜਲ ਤੇ ਬੁੱਧ ਬੁੱਧਾ ਉਪਜੈ ਬਿਨਸੈ ਨੀਤ। ਜਗ ਰਚਨਾ ਤੈਸੇ ਰਚੀ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਨ ਮੀਤ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਜੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਪਾਵਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਬਾਣੀ of Salok Mahalla 9ਵਾਂ। ਜੈਸੇ ਜਲ ਤੇ ਬੁੱਧ ਬੁੱਧਾ, just like Buddha Buddha means a bubble, just like a bubble appears upon water. Jal meaning water, jaise just like. Jaise jal te Buddha Buddha upje, it first appears. Upje means when something is born. It appears, but binse then it all of a sudden it's gone. It perishes, it goes. And then need meaning constantly. This is constantly happening. One moment it's appearing, within the next moment it's gone, then another bubble is appearing, then in another moment that bubble's gone. Jag rachana taise rachi, in the same way this whole world has been made, just in that way. Kaho Nanak sun meet, then Guru Teg Bahadur Ji Paatshah saying, listen O my friend, meet meaning friend. This is jaise jalte buddha buddha. Soon as something comes, it goes away. And just like we just went through, and we often think physical too much, but just like that bubble appears and it goes away, appears and it goes away. And sometimes those people that we're trying to find comfort from, they're constantly changing, and we're thinking, I just can't keep up with you. You was like this one day, but now you're like this, but now you've gone to being like that. I can just never work you out. And then but Bart is saying that this whole life, even that thought process that is going on, there's a thought that appears and a thought that goes. Another thought appears and then it's gone the next minute. So this is a constant cycle that is continually happening. Upajay binse neet, that this is going to keep happening constantly, because this is the way the world has been made, and that for us the only place to get sukh from is to actually attach ourselves to that one that is permanent. And to do that, again, we need a guru. The guru that has reached that place. The guru will give us a rayat. The guru will give us the way and lead us to that path of finding that one that is constantly stable. And I'm sure we all have those moments where we forget everything. We forget that we've even got those relatives. We even forget that those people that we've got around us. And that's not in a negative way, we forget them. What I'm trying to say is that the pull from them, the attachment from them, the expectation from them, for that moment when we have a moment in Kirtan, for example, have a moment in when we're reciting Guru Mantar Vaheguru, and for a moment when we're doing seva, we lose ourselves so much that all that for that moment just breaks, and we feel that at this very moment I'm ready to leave this world. If my body went at this moment, it wouldn't matter to me. And I'm sure we've all had these moments. Kotan men Nanak go to when we fall amongst those very few and we make that connection, and then all those thoughts, all that is pulling us in for that moment just goes. But then we don't always remain in that moment, and then we come back out and then we forget again. So Sangaji, but we've got to put that practice in first. And only through that practice, and we have from the small moments, then it doesn't matter. Then even whilst we're getting on with our work daily, and when we're in our normal workplace, we can experience longer periods of that inner stillness and connection. And then our karma, all the impressions within our mind that have accumulated, they then do not influence us in life. Then we act from that place of absolute calmness. And I'm sure we've all experienced that in our lives when we're able to make a decision without any of those influences. To give an example, there's times where we may have experienced something so many times. It could be food. And then a lot of the times that we will act out of that place of that the memory of the taste of something will then lead us to having that again. And when we have that again, that means we are giving in to the influence of our karma, the past actions that we've done. But imagine being our mind just becoming then a tool. We're acting from that place of absolute stillness. And then what happens? Then we're able to make a clear decision on life. And then we're able to utilize our mind, that intellect that sits there, that tells us actually, you know what? That's not actually good for me. And then because now that taste isn't influencing my decision, I'm able to just be separate from it and then make a clear decision of what to do. And I'm sure we will all like to be in that place in our lives as well. But the only way that is going to come, just like Baljit is saying, is realizing this dream, but that realization is going to come through practice. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Pacha Ji, they finish off by saying, Jagarachana taise rachi kahu nanak sunmeet, that listen, oh my friend, that the world has been made in this way. Maharaj is making us conscious and for us to realize that this world is just like this little bubble that's just going to come and go. And try and find that connection to something that isn't going to come and go. And that's the only place we're going to feel sukh. That's why Maharaj says, listen, oh my friend, because Maharaj care for us. They call us a friend, and they're saying that I want this for you. I want you to realize that it's just a bubble. And that way then, when something just pops again, when something that just disappears again, whether it be death, whether it be somebody's personality, we're okay. It won't faze us because we've got something inside of our heart that is permanent. So Maharaj Ji Kirpa Karan, they were all able to reach that place within this lifetime so we can escape from that janam maran, from that cycle of birth and death. So please forgive me for my mistakes. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.